Amelia, played by Daisy Campbell, discovered she was pregnant during Thursday night's episode of Emmerdale when the doctors told her she was expecting. This came as her uncle, Dan Spencer, Liam Fox, ordered his niece to get checked over after weeks of collapsing and suffering dizzy spells. However, it could be the medical professionals got it wrong, as the schoolgirl might not have slept with anyone on the ITV soap. Friday night's episode of the weeknight serial drama began with Amelia sitting in the church on her own as Dan tried to call her. The youngster had not told her uncle where she was going, and having discovered she had been taking weight-gaining syrup earlier this week, the mechanic wanted to check she was okay. Amelia needed some time of her own and so kept rejecting her uncle's call as she felt she needed to talk to God instead. "I know what I did was wrong. I should have never lied to Gabby," she began, referencing how she tried to wriggle out of the blame for dropping Thomas' date, Bertie Brotherton, following her latest collapse. She continued as she broke down in tears at the prospect of becoming a mother. "I promise I won't lie again. No matter how bad things might get." "But why did you have to make me pregnant?" Amelia asked God, hinting that she thought she was becoming the new Virgin Mary. "Are you testing me?" she asked, before opening up a letter which was another visiting order to go and see Noah Dingle, Jack Downham. "I just know, somehow, am going to have to tell the truth," she admitted before getting up and walking out of the church. Following this scene, she tried to tell Noah and Carrie Wyatt, Laura Norton, she was pregnant, but she couldn't bring herself to do it. Therefore, it seems she is going to have to hide this secret for as long as she can, especially as Gabby Thomas, Rosie Bentham, told Amelia she and her family were being evicted from their home. However, if Amelia has not yet had sex and she thinks this pregnancy is a message from God, this could indicate there is something else going on. Sometimes, it is possible for a woman to display the symptoms and results of pregnancy without actually being pregnant. This could be because the youngster could have cancer and the doctors wouldn't be able to confirm this until she had a scan. As she goes for her first checkup on the baby, the medical professionals could be started to discover there is no child there. Performing some more tests on the youngster, they could diagnose her with ovarian cancer. This could turn her world upside down once more as she realizes she is going to need the help and support of her loved ones. After telling them all she was believed to be pregnant, she will explain this was actually the cancer showing itself. Dan would be heartbroken as he knows it's going to be a big challenge for his niece to face in the coming months as she undergoes treatment. He would tell her he would be with her every step of the way as he does not want her going through this on her own. With Gabby still on their backs after Amelia dropped Thomas, she could be shocked to learn what actually caused the youngster to collapse. How well do you know your British soaps? How many times has Ian Beale been married in EastEnders? What is the name of Bianca Jackson and Ricky Butcher's son on EastEnders? On EastEnders in 2002, who accidentally ran Jamie Mitchell over in his car which caused his death? How many times has Corey's Steve MacDonald been married? What happened to Emily Bishop in Coronation Street? Who murdered Maxine Peacock in Coronation Street in 2003? Which incident in 1993 killed off 4 characters in Emmerdale? When did the show stop being known as Emmerdale Farm? On what day did Hollyoaks air its first episode? What was the name of the much-loved Coronation Street pet dog who was put down in April 2020 after 14 years? 1996 saw the arrival of one of Hollyoaks' all-time bad boys and rival, Kurt Benson, but who is he? Who is the longest-serving character on Coronation Street? Who shot Phil in EastEnders? How many fires have there been at Corey's Rover's return? Get out of my pub, you're no soaps fan. You're either too young to remember the big lines or have better things to do on weekday evenings. Casual viewer, you watch them sometimes so you kinda know what's been going on. Die-hard fan, you love watching the soaps so much your entire week is planned around when they air. Feeling guilty for putting Amelia and her family through so much pressure at this time, Gabby would back off to give them some time for themselves. However, it would be a few weeks before Amelia would back to the hospital to discover how advanced the ovarian cancer is. Following her diagnosis, she could be told it is quite advanced and there is not much they can do other than make it less painful for her. Both she and Dan would be devastated to get the news about her prognosis, with the youngster wondering if when she started having symptoms, treatment could have started quicker. Executive producer for the show, Jane Hudson, explained the younger members of the cast were going to take on more hard-hitting storylines this year. Speaking with Express.co.uk and other media, she said, "I think it's really important for the show that we have stories aimed at everybody. What makes soaps different from a lot of dramas is our reach, which is teens right up to 90+. We've got a lot of viewers to keep happy. This year the likes of Noah, Amelia, Samson, Archie, Kathy and Sarah, you're going to be seeing them much more prominent in the stories. Because they deal with topics that affect their generation and we see how they handle things. It's really important that we keep our youngsters coming through because they are our next generation," Jane added. But will this include Amelia's cancer story?